Straight ahead on NABJ News, the president outlines his job plan. We'll take a look at the unemployment problem in Florida. Plus, a warning for FAMU students in wake of a recent murder. Those stories and more straight ahead.
And now, a special presentation from Florida A&M University's School of Journalism and Graphic Communication and the National Association of Black Journalists.
President Barack Obama masterminds a plan to increase jobs and turn the economy around. Here's CNN's Barbara Hall with more.
The President of the United States.
Pass this jobs bill, a phrase used many times by President Obama on Thursday night as he laid out his American Jobs Act before a joint session of Congress. The president says his proposal, which he says will go to Congress next week, should not create another partisan battle.
Everything in here is the kind of proposal that's been supported by both Democrats and Republicans.
Among the ideas, help smaller companies.
Small businesses will get a tax cut if they hire new workers or if they raise workers' wages.
With 9% unemployment and just over a year before the next national election, the speech came at a crucial time. His plan will likely be divisive, with Republicans saying the president's ideas amount to more unaffordable spending. Not all Republicans attended the speech, with some citing scheduling conflicts. However, Georgia Representative Paul Brown expressed disillusionment as a reason for staying away.
This president does not listen. This is just another campaign speech. He's focusing on 2012 election, and that's what this is all about.
In a statement released minutes after the speech concluded, Republican Speaker of the House John Boehner said the president's proposals, quote, merit consideration, but added the White House needs to consider GOP ideas as well. I'm Barbara Hall, reporting from Atlanta.
Today, the country is still reacting to the president's latest effort to spur the economy. As you just heard, last night, President Barack Obama unveiled his latest budget plan, a $450 billion attempt to create more jobs for the country. 9.1% of the country's population is out of work. Here in Florida, the rate is 10.7%, and in Tallahassee, it's 8.6%.
I think anytime you put any money into trying to open up jobs, the extent of the plan is though exactly where the money's being sent, because a lot of times, the country seems to throw money away trying to improve jobs, and it really doesn't make a big difference.
August was the worst hiring month for the country since September of 2010. And after a stabbing of student Shannon Washington, Florida A&M University, President James Ammons advises students to pick their friends carefully. Washington was stabbed by a friend who was spending the week with her. President Ammons mentioned that Washington's death could serve as a teachable moment to students to always surround yourself with friends of good character. And Florida State University President Eric Barron proposes ideas for education reform in higher education. Barron proposed a 23-page paper entitled Florida Can Do Better Than Texas. He criticizes the 7-step Texas proposal and gives 8 solutions of his own. Barron puts an emphasis on accountability while being more accommodated to university staff and faculty. And Florida A&M University gets another facelift. The school is set to begin construction on several new buildings around campus. From Tucker Hall's new facelift to Gore's gutted educational center, there seems to be a continuous stream of construction on FAMU's campus. One student says Rattler opinion should be taken into consideration. And more than 500,000 people are no longer in the dark in Florida, Arizona, and Mexico after a massive outage yesterday knocked out power in the region of almost 6 million people. Officials say an employee removing a piece of monitoring equipment at a substation in Arizona, and that may have knocked out the lights for hundreds of thousands of customers. And Hurricane Katia continues to churn in the Atlantic. The storm is currently causing ripples and not expected to make landfall, but cause dangerous currents on the eastern coast of the United States, Bermuda, and Canada. And that's going to do it for us. Thanks for watching. I'm Jennifer Matthews with NABJ News. And be sure to tune in to News 20 at 5, Monday through Thursday, and the web at FAMUTVnews.com.